I have submitted 7 heads under which we will make our submissions. I think your lordships have already noted it. But just for my benefit, my lord, I'm just reading the 7 heads on which we will make our submissions, submit material and case law.
You have prepared some brief note or something like that?
I will give it in writing, my lord.
Yes.
I will give it in writing.
Yes.
Now, I'll read it quickly, my lord. It'll take 3-4 minutes.
Yes.
1. Section 26(2) does not allow declaring as no longer legal tender all series of a particular denomination. It must be read down to mean a specific series of notes of a denomination. Any series means any particular series, not all series. That is ground 1. 2. If not read down, Section 26(2) confers an unguided, uncanalized power and is liable to be struck down under Article 14 and 19 of the Constitution. Lives of humans and livelihoods of millions were lost or affected. Therefore, if you don't read down 26(2), then we will say this is an uncanalized power. 3. The decision-making process in the present case was deeply flawed. The role of RBI and the government have been reversed. Whether your lordships have repeatedly held, decision cannot be challenged, the decision-making process can be challenged. 4. The recommendation of the RBI was for note exchange. Your lordship will see, effectively it was a note exchange. Is deeply flawed because RBI did not consider relevant factors and eschew the irrelevant factors in making the recommendation. I've given a number of relevant factors. One immediate relevant factor is what is the capacity of your printing presses in terms of the number of notes that you will demonetize. So you should consider relevant factors and eschew irrelevant factors. If you don't do that, then your recommendation is flawed. 5. The objectives stated by the government in the notification dated 8/11 were false objectives and could not be achieved and were in fact not achieved by the impugned demonetization. 6. Applying the test
Please read this one. Just
the objectives stated by the government in the notification.
Yeah.
Fake currency and black money. Those are the only 2 objectives. 8/11 were false objectives and could not be achieved and were in fact not achieved by the impugned demonetization. Because we found fake currency in 2,000 rupee notes springing up, and we also found a DRI and income tax recovering large quantities of unaccounted money in 2,000 rupee notes. So it was not achieved. You thought you will eliminate black money or at least completely or nearly suppress black money and nearly eliminate fake currency. Fake currency, the result is, according to RBI's annual report, 47 crore of fake currency.
Actually, about fake currency, we were discussing when we went,
Yes.
All fake currency holders won't come forward. Otherwise, they will be caught now.
But in fact, they came, my lord. 99% came back.
No.
That was not a fake currency.
0.027%.
Yes.
The fake currency exchanged with the banks was 0.0027%.
Something. Yes. Yes, I gave that number. Yeah.
So others who had fake currency were not there enough to come to the bank to exchange it.
No, if the others had not come, to that extent, the RBI will report, I issued 15,44,000 crore by value of notes. I got back only so much, but they got back 99%.
No. Fake currencies did not come back. That means they were eliminated from the system. Normally, how fake currencies get circulated, fake currencies are taken to some shops, malls, etc. Something is bought. So that's how it's put into circulation. But if that circulation, the curtain was drawn and they did not go to the bank to exchange it. To that extent, it went out of circulation, is it not?
No, we have great respect. No, it doesn't work that way practically. Currency in circulation is legal currency issued by the RBI. fake currencies not in the count.
Correct.
15,44,000 crore is what was legally issued by the RBI over a period of time, 500 and 1,000. Fake currency is not in that 15,44,000.
Correct.
It is extra.
Correct.
Whatever fake currency, maybe 1,000 crore, maybe 2,000 crore, whatever. So the fake currency is separate from the legal currency. So nobody knows how much the fake currency is because the RBI printing presses don't print.
People who had fake currency
people
in the
who had
denomination of 500 and 1,000.
Yes, we are only
They
talking about
lost
500 and 1,000.
they lost their ability to pass it off. Correct?
They passed on 47 crore. It came back. 47 crore was detected by the RBI as fake currency, which I did not issue. I'm RBI. 47 crore was returned to me and exchanged by some bank branch, either by ignorance or by oversight. And I detected 47 crore of fake currency. So as far as the RBI is concerned, it has extinguished 47 crore of fake currency.
No, it exchanged. What it exchanged was not what was presented to RBI, but what was exchanged was presented to RBI. Therefore, fake currency became a valid legal tender by exchange. The 0.0027% became legally valid tender, which otherwise it was not.
No, with great respect, your Lordship will pardon me for repeating it. As far as the RBI is concerned, this 47 crore was not, let's assume 47 crore, I give the exact number. 47 crore was not issued by the RBI under the signature of the governor, under the legitimate signature of the governor. It is a fake currency. It was printed in some spurious printing press. In my accounts, I'm showing liability, RBI. The RBI's accounts shows a liability of 15,44,000 crore. But some bank branch, some bank officer, out of ignorance, let's assume ignorance, exchanged 47 crore of fake currency for legal currency, new currency. So the guy benefited. The guy who exchanged fake currency profited 47 crore. But when the RBI gets the 47 crore, it will shred it because it's a fake currency. It will destroy it. So the 47 crore in the system, 47 crore of fake currency in the system has been seized and destroyed by the RBI or government. The remaining fake currency remains fake currency. So how did you achieve the objective of eliminating fake currency?
It becomes unexchangeable if it was in denomination of 500 and 1,000.
Yes.
It is demonetization. There is no
It
way
is
I can take a
unexchangeable, not necessarily untradeable. Some shopkeeper, some flower seller, some vegetable vendor.
They will not take that 500 and 1,000 after demonetization.
That is so, my lord. That is so. They will not accept the 500 crore after the 30th of after the 30th. But to that extent, we don't know whether that fake currency became a useless piece of paper. That's what my lord is saying.
That's right.
That it does become a useless piece of paper until he started counterfeiting the 2,000 rupee notes, which he started very shortly. That I admit. But nobody knows how much that is. Nobody found out how much that is. That is there in the system. It may be used as a rubbish paper, raddi or whatever. It may be, but I agree that part I agree. It is in the system, but nobody got a value for that. Nobody could get a value. But your entire objective, there is a proverb in Hindi. What is it? Nikhil Oda? You move a mountain and catch a Nikhil.
वो खोदा पहाड़ निकला चूहा.
You move a mountain to catch the fake currency. You only count 47 crore.
I don't understand Hindi, therefore, there's no.
I don't either. The translation is the corresponding Tamil is Malaye Killi Eliye Pidikkirathu. You move a mountain.
There, the objective was only to catch the rat, not the mountain.
Anyway, my lord, this is the submission that this note for note exchange did not actually achieve your objectives from the annual report of the RBI.
Did it not have any a good effect on unaccountable or black money?
But they seized their black money in 2,000 rupee notes. I'll give the data.
That was one of the objectives
Yeah,
also.
one of the two objectives was
Unaccountable or
black money and fake currency.
Yes.
Fake currency continued to be printed in 2,000 rupee notes. And once they, to answer my lord's question, once they reintroduce the 500 rupee note, that old fake currency can be exchanged. Because then there's now a 500 rupee note. The 1,000 rupee becomes piece of paper. I agree. But the 500 can be exchanged. Therefore, you didn't achieve that objective. To answer my lady's question, yes, they froze the black money for a while. I'm not denying that because people would have been afraid. But then very soon, the storage value, currency is first is storage of value. It shifted. Instead of storing my black money in 500 and 1,000, I started storing it in 2,000. And they seized 2,000. DRI and Income Tax Department seized 2,000. Anyway, this is not the main ground. All I'm trying to say is these objectives could never be achieved once you said a note for note exchange. If you had simply stopped by saying illegal tender, full stop, whatever the loss, whatever the consequences, and then of course these objectives will be achieved. And you only issue then 200 rupee notes and completely different denomination. No more 500 and 1,000, these objectives could have been achieved. But once you said note for note exchange, these objectives could never be achieved. And in fact, were not achieved. This was pointed out that once you say note for note exchange, these objectives can never be achieved. It can be achieved if you had started issuing 300 rupee notes and 600 rupee notes. It could have been achieved. But you started issuing 500 again and 2,000.
Earlier, there was a special bearer bonds. You see. That was also one of the experiments.
That is another scandal, my lord, the special bearer.
It's all for the same objective to
Yeah.
see that black money is
Correct.
rooted out of the system.
Now, my lord, then the sixth is applying the test of proportionality. The so-called recommendation of the RBI and the decision of the government deserves to be declared illegal because lives of hundreds were lost and livelihoods of millions were affected. And we will give the data about the enormous hardship. 7, despite the passage of time, this honorable court can grant declaratory relief and mold the reliefs. Well, there is a number of judgments which say, despite the passage of time, you can grant a declaratory relief, lay down the law, and mold the reliefs. These are the 7 heads, my lord, in which I will address your lordship. I will type it out and submit it to the court.